I live in the United States of America, the country said to be the richest country in the world. I think most people know that. What many might not know is how rich the United States actually is. For example, an article in USA Today released in 2018 says that global wealth is about $317 trillion. Of that $317 trillion, the United States owns $98 trillion, or just under 1/3 of the wealth on the planet. That's a staggering amount of money. But if the United States is so outrageously wealthy, why is it that 78% of US workers are living paycheck to paycheck? Why is it that over a quarter of US workers put no money into their savings accounts? Why is it that 3/4 of US workers say that they are currently in debt and believe they will always be in debt? It's because most of the citizens of the richest nation in the world are not financially literate. So what is financial literacy? Financial literacy is a skill set that allows people to make wise financial decisions. Financial literacy may sound intimidating, but it isn't terribly difficult. You don't need a degree in math or accounting. All you need are elementary school level mathematics skills, a plan, and discipline. If you aren't financially literate at the moment, don't stress about it. I'm here to help you. I'll teach you the fundamentals of financial literacy. I like to read a lot of financial education books in my spare time, one of which is The Richest Man in Babylon by George S Clason. It's a pretty old book, but the principles it teaches are timeless. It's 144 pages, or roughly 5 hours on Audible. I highly suggest reading it. I'll leave a link to it in the description. The book follows a fictional character named Arcad, who is the richest man in Babylon. Arcad started off as a poor scribe. He learns financial literacy and eventually becomes the richest man in Babylon. His friends and even the king of Babylon come to him asking if he can teach others to become wealthy like he did. Arcad takes this opportunity to create his 7 rules of money, or what he calls 7 cures for a lean purse. Arcad's first rule is start thy purse to fattening. Basically, he's saying save money. He states that no less than 1/10 of all the money that you earn belongs to you alone. This money should be first set aside in a savings account in order to help you build up an emergency fund. We've discussed emergency funds in previous videos. I'll leave a link in the description if you're unsure about what an emergency fund is. Arcad's second rule of money is control thy expenditures. In this, he's telling us to live within our means. Take an honest look at your spending habits. As I said earlier, nearly 4 in 5 Americans live paycheck to paycheck. If you're not financially literate, that number is very likely to include you. I urge you to take a look at your bank statements and credit card statements over the past 3 to 6 months. You may think you know how and where your money is being spent, but you'd be surprised where your money actually goes, how many small subscriptions you may have that you don't use, and how those small expenditures eat away at your resources. The book's third rule of financial literacy is make thy gold multiply. Arcad encourages us to invest wisely. Seek the expertise of people who are knowledgeable in investing and ask their advice. Arcad's fourth rule works very closely with his third. Guard thy treasures from loss. This one simply says to avoid investments that sound too good to be true. If an investment is promising some kind of unreasonably high rate of return, it's likely a scam. Arcad's fifth rule of money is to make of thy dwelling a profitable investment. He advises that a financially literate person should own their home. Arcad suggests that your mortgage payment may be less than or equal to what you pay for rent. The difference is that your mortgage payment will eventually end if you stay in the same home long enough. Rent payments never end. Arcad's sixth rule is ensure a future income. He advises having a pension and a future retirement earnings. He says it's in a person's best interest to set aside an income for himself when he is too old to work and to make preparations for his family after he passes away. Arcad's seventh and final cure for a lean purse is improve thy ability to earn. He advises that you should refine your skills in order to increase your knowledge of investing as well as your knowledge in your profession. Fortunately, you're increasing your knowledge of investing by being subscribed to Smart Money. You're already ahead of the game. Well, that's my answer to what is financial literacy. I appreciate you watching. Let me know any questions you might have on financial literacy in the comments below. Make sure you like the video for the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe and hit the notification bell, and be sure to share the video with a friend. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.